us. Thank you so much. You guys, wow.
Corinne,
Okay.
Corinne.
4 marks for
Sorry.
it's okay, Colin. We get 4 marks for being innovative. I want Nick to be spotlighted with me, please, and that would be absolutely amazing. Welcome to Super Saturday, you guys. Woo! It's Saturday. How many of you are grateful it's weekend, right? But we just got back from an amazing holiday with the family, and I'm telling you, it's been go, 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 go since we came back. Nick, thank you for joining me with Super Saturday. Man, will you please just show everybody your bikie? Just show them your what you're wearing.
Well, guys, there we go. The new South African look. And there. We put it on.
Well, we want some of that. Can Andy Coopers please organize that for all of us?
Yolandi, talk to me, I'll organize for you.
You Greek people, you need to get together, right? So listen, you guys, but thank you for joining Super Saturday. How wonderful to have you all on with me and Nick today. Now, Nick, I want you to talk to us about that logo on the right. It's pronounced hero, but it's spelt Hyro. Now, us Africans, we're going to have a tough time because we can't spell English anyway, right? So we're going to have a tough time with all of that. But tell us a bit about the I in hero.
Well, I just learned it lately, but if you look at the spelling and you're wondering why we pronounce it hero, the I has a lot of significance because you are the hero. The I refers to you. I am the hero. That's why it's called hero. We pronounce it hero, not hiro. Hero, just so we all know.
And we are the heroes of our own stories, right, Nick? We have to take responsibility for writing our own stories. And that's why I'm so excited about that program. But before we jump into that, Nikki, and can you spotlight me and Nick with Tammy? Let's see if you can do that, and I will appreciate it. Tam, thank you so much. I want to introduce you to an amazing woman. If you are new with NewAge Africa, maybe you're jumping on a Zoom for the first time. If you have jumped onto our Zooms, you will be well familiar with this amazing woman, Tammy Melchizedek. I know Jim and Ann call her the Mama Africa, right? And she is Mama Africa. She is that indeed for all of us. We would not have been here, you guys, without this woman. She's tiny. She fits me about here. She looks like a Barbie doll. Truly.
Oh, please.
And but she is a fireball, and she's determined to bring hope, trust, and a plan to the people of Africa. Tam, thank you for joining Super Saturday. Thank you for being our guest. Share your 2-minute story with us. We have a lot of people who will be listening to this recording and being on that are unfamiliar with NewAge Africa. So tell us your 2-minute story and share with us what you thought of Thursday Zoom.
Wow, that's where I really want to start. But I will tell you. Well, good evening, everyone. Tammy Melchizedek here. If I have not met you, if this is your first time on a Zoom, you are the most important person on this Zoom. Your story, your transformation, where you find yourself in the story of Hero, which we're super excited about. And that's new and fresh information just off the press. I mean, we'll talk a little bit more about that. But just very briefly, I jumped into this business 7 years ago. I have a publishing background in media. And my husband and I had experienced some financial devastation, truly, in 2008. And we had all of our investments in real estate. And we had worked very hard. My husband's a retired colonel in the Air Force. And I have 7 children, 7 grandsons. By the way, I'm with 5 of them right now. You can't hear them. I'm hiding in the back room. But they're a handful, let me tell you. But So I'm very blessed that I have family and children and grandchildren, but we found ourselves in a pretty serious situation financially. And I was looking for a way to create residual income. I read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. If you haven't read it, put it on your reading list. It's absolutely awesome. And it just talked about residual income was the business of the 21st century. But how do you create it? Well, I didn't have $100,000 to start a traditional business. So I needed to start a business with something that I could afford. And I got a pack of products, started drinking them, and basically got my transformation. Our team started to grow. We just started to share with people. And at about a 12-month period of time, I was making over $100,000 a year, US dollars, in this business. I quit my full-time job. I eventually quit my part-time job and my full-time job, and I ran this business full-time, and I never looked back. That was 7 years ago. Well, fast forward about a year ago, this beautiful Miss Erica Fundamerova, thank you very much. How did I do? She and her beautiful husband moved, more than a year ago, 3 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago, to Colorado Springs. And we got to know them, and they became fast, fabulous friends. And I remember telling her about my business called Limu, which is one of our house brands here in the United States. And she was looking to run an international business. And so we were just here in North America. And she said, I love the product. I love using the product, but I want a business that I can run from anywhere in the world that worked in many different countries. Well, long story made short, there was a little black dot on a presentation that was done to Erica through Ian Chandler, who was one of the owners of NewAge. And she saw a little black dot on South Africa. And she came to me and she said, what's this? I said, that's South Africa. And she said, no, it's a whole lot more than that. These are my people. These are my people. And she said, I want to take this opportunity to Africa. Well, I want you to know that was about exactly 1 year ago. And in this past year, we have built an absolute incredible army of people on the ground level of a company that is debt-free and profitable, $600 million company, projected to be a $3.3 billion company in 3 to 5 years. We are publicly traded on the NASDAQ. There is a lot coming for Africa. You can't even believe it, what's coming for Africa. We have abilities to work and earn stock in our own company. And it's very exciting. All of this is now launching in South Africa. We're very, very excited. We just were on a Zoom, you guys, that we heard about Hero, which Nick was talking about. And it is our new and first product line for Africa. So I won't get into all of that, Erica. So I hope that was good. Yes? Okay. And so I just want to encourage you all. If you are on this Zoom, you are on this Zoom for a reason. We are opening in South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, Lesotho, Nigeria. It's happening right now. And so you are on this ground level of this amazing opportunity. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Melton, you both look rather tan. I think they've been in warm Florida for a while. They both look like they're a different race at this point. They're so dark. Their skin is so amazing and beautiful. So what else would you like me to speak on, Erica?
Well, Tam, I mean, a lot has been said on Thursday Zoom, and Nick, feel free to chime in here. I think all of us wanted to get like an official date and like a list of products and price lists, but we understand, Tam, that this is not only launching of a continent, this is also the merge of two amazing companies. And I told Mel, I'm so glad I don't work for IT, for NewAge at the moment.
No, isn't that the truth?
So
yes.
Talk to us about that. Talk to us about the merging of the two companies. Talk to us about understand we have a bit of a history with RX. We know the owners, we know the way they've done things in the past. You and I have seen a few things working with some of the owners. So credibility and all of that, we've seen a lot of things, right? So talk to us about that. If somebody is new, they do not know RX, talk to us about RX, NewAge, the merge, and globally the impact of all of that.
Absolutely. And what I'd really like to do is invite someone to join me in this conversation, is that if that's possible, I would really like to spotlight Brent Palmer if he's on the Zoom. Is he on? Yes, no?
I am here. I am here.
Hey, Brent.
Hello, hello.
So before I spotlight Brent Palmer, let me just introduce you to Brent Palmer. Brent is a former coach and principal. He is an amazing, well, Brent is still a coach. Who's kidding? He's the ultimate coach. He is just a lover of the people. He is an amazing, amazing leader. We are extremely blessed to have Brent as leading the force of what is happening in South Africa right now. He is spearheading an incredible movement. We call it the African movement. It really is a movement. It's more than just a product line. Trust me, it is a movement of people that are taking back their lives. They're taking back their finances. They're taking back their health. They are making a decision to live a better, bigger, richer, more meaningful life. And so Brent really is that person. I've had the privilege of working with him for 7 years. So, when you're working with someone for 7 years, you really get to know them. You either really like them at the end of 7 years or you really don't like them at the end of 7 years. It's kind of like marriage. You get to that 7-year period of time. And so, Brent, I'll tell you this. There's no one I'd rather do this with than Brent Palmer. In fact, I don't think there's anybody I could do this with except for Brent Palmer. He is just incredible. So Brent, thank you and welcome to our Zoom tonight and this morning.
Tammy, wow. And I was fortunate to get to be a part of Tammy and Erica and then Nick, and watching this thing kind of start as a mustard seed, and Melton, I remember us and some of the conversations of the vision and just not knowing, and then, I think about, so I pulled this off my office desk. I've showed this before, but look at the row. And I want to read this to you. I hope this really hits home, because I've been a part of global expansion with this industry. And what this says right here, as this team of people is rowing the boat, it says teamwork. Teamwork's the ability to work together towards a common vision, the ability to direct individual accomplishments towards organizational objectives. It's the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. Teamwork.
Yes, absolutely.
I want to tell you, Tammy, and what I see in Africa, I am blown away with. Every fiber in me believes that this will be one of the biggest builds that I have ever witnessed in the network marketing industry. Now, that's happening for a lot of reasons. Number one, we have a company willing to be disruptive and say, we're going to bring something to Africa. And if you were on the call Thursday, you started to see this unfold. We're going to bring something to Africa wrapped up in a present that's for them.
Yes.
Now, that's a very uncommon thing in our industry, to get something that is for the people, by the people, that is strategically designed in its products, in its compensation plan, to affect the people in their own way, in their own tribal way, if you would say, as you would say. But Tammy, that is, you got like that's like 1 in a million chances you can get involved with something like that.
Yes,
But then
it
the flip side is you've got to have a team that has this warrior spirit,
Yes.
that has this unstoppable nature to them, that when they face obstacles or they can't see the full staircase, they put their head down and they work through it together. They work through it together to reach this potential to where common people achieve uncommon results. And that's where you're headed. And I'll just say this, Thursday's recognizing their team. And when they saw the teaser of the Hero brand, which I know is coming, I know what's in the portfolio, but you also have to understand that Erica said, we want it now. And I know you want to know, but we're also a part of this amazing public traded company that we can't really, for reasons of insider trading and things like that, announce something before it opens. But here's what I'll tell you. The products are manufacturing right now in your land, which means this thing is getting ready to be in the hands of the people of Africa.
Yes.
And Tammy, I want to bring it back to, and I'll turn it back to you. So the products are there. The portfolio is there. And you're going to see as it unfolds that it's a very simplistic, make sense way for people to use our products that's going to affect their health and create transformations. But they've also designed, Craig DeBrain, Jared has, and the other executives have designed a compensation plan that are for the people of Africa that creates a price point,
yes,
to where anyone can get involved. And to be able to get people in the masses, that's the heart. That's where you connect the tribes. That's where you can massively work to create teamwork that takes over a continent. But then to have a compensation package that you will see start to unfold that pays people up front, that gets money quickly in people's hands and pockets, because at the end of the day, we want to help people make it from paycheck to paycheck. We want to help people make it to Friday. And for the people on this call that are fortunate and do have a reserve bank account and do have, you understand that you're not the norm. Most people struggle to make it through the month. And we're bringing something to the people of Africa that is yours. It's your own. It's your tribe. It's for your tribe that you can get involved with and be proud of. And Tammy, the last thing that's so exciting is you need to take a peek at the United States and look right now, not from what we're doing, but our company leads with generosity. Right now, they're doing it in Africa, saying share our links,
yes,
and win prizes. We learned about that Thursday. Share, share, share. And the leads you create are for you. But that's also right. Because of your efforts and your work, we're going to reward you with free prizes every day for your people. But once we roll this out, the company won't stop there. The generosity to be able to earn stock in our company, other things in our company, for doing efforts that you're going to do anyway, you're going to see over the next coming months that you just picked the best decision you could have ever picked for you and your family's future. Tammy, I'll turn it back to you.
Oh my gosh,
if y'all have any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
Yeah, so amazing. And this is the thing. I was looking at where Africa is positioned, South Africa is positioned right now, what's actually really happening, and this new initiative with that link that should be added to every single social media post you make. Everything you post should have that little link that will bring people back to your initiative of what you're doing, so that you can create those contacts, so you can create those links. That's why they've created this whole program. I just want to say the prizes are great. The prizes are wonderful. Who doesn't love prizes? Who doesn't love free stuff? We all love free stuff. But the real meaning behind what we're doing with that is so that you can build your team, so that you can reach out to people and you can share with them. It's a tool for you to grow your business. This is amazing. And I was just thinking, Brent, where Africa is positioned right now. I'm not sure who shared this. It could have been Cameron, but he talked about where Italy was when they started. And they started at 5,000 in volume a week. And they last month were hitting, I believe it was 5 million in volume a week.
That's correct. That's correct. That's correct.
That is correct. So I want you to know. And how long was that, Brent? That was like within 18 months?
It was within a little over a year's time. And let me tell you, Tammy, I just want to add this because I get so excited thinking about Africa. The numbers you are putting up, because you're not waiting, you're enrolling people in your tribe right now. You're enrolling people in your community. The numbers you're putting up is unbelievable. It's unheard of. And so I highly recommend you continue doing that. Like, continue posting the flyers that you're posting, congratulating the new people, continue as soon as they enroll, plugging them in, getting them plugged into Zooms like this, and then getting the links so they can start building the database of sharing. But you're doing this exactly the way you should do it to create the most explosive thing this company has ever seen. And some people in the company are saying right now, this could be the biggest continent, the biggest launch that we've done in the history of our company. Guys, let me tell you what that means. We're a $500 million headed to $1 billion company this year. So for a company of that magnitude to look, you should be right now like that. Goosebumps should be on your arm going, oh my goodness, I've created a storm. Congratulations.
And you have created a storm, and they have, Brent, and you and I see it every day. We see the enrollments coming in with people being able to come in with a free boss. We see once those products are going to be launched that people are going to be able to get a pack of products and start running like crazy in this business. We are seeing it happen right now. And we are weeks away. Of course, as Brent said, we can't announce it. When it's announced, trust me, you will know. I will know. We'll all know. And it's just weeks away. It's weeks away. But
and
what
Tammy,
I appreciate, go ahead.
One of the reasons too is we're launching a massive global website and mobile app for you, as well as the rest of the world of NewAge. This is a major consolidation that really has never been done in our industry. You don't have to understand that, but we're doing something the industry has never seen happen. So this is a huge thing. But the reason, Tammy, I'm so excited for Africa is because you only know one way to do business. You're only, so you don't want to launch before this global website. No. We're not going to, but the reason you don't is because you don't want to have to relearn. You're going to learn all these tens of thousands of people that are joining are going to know one way to come out of the gate in July. And we have no other team inside of NewAge that it really can say that. Like, you and your team and the people you're enrolling right now are really the only ones that can say, we're going to come out of the gate and only know one way to go crush this thing. So this is super exciting.
Being a pioneer. Go.
We're excited and we're doing it together, right? That's the beauty of it. And yeah, we don't know all the answers. We don't know all the details, but I've learned that that's okay. I don't have to be in control of everything, but you know, we read a book a long time ago, From Good to Great, and the first question that you need to ask is not what, but who. And we have seen these guys in action, and that makes me really excited because I've seen the who that I'm partnering with, and that includes both you guys. So thank you for that. And I want to introduce Nick, and you need to chime in here, Nick, want ek kan lank praat. So you need to
I know, you can lang praat. Ek nou praat. So I just said she can talk a lot. So I talk. That's what I said. Now, guys, you know what? Thank you, Brent. Thank you, Tammy. I just want to say that, you know, it makes me think of this thing. We all sitting here and saying, when is the launch, and what's it going to be, and when is it going to be, and what's the product? I mean, Jared and I have never spoken so much in the last 2 days, but you know what? I love him still. But if you position us and you look at what we're actually doing, we and if I can use this as an example, corporate, if I can call it that, have planted a seed. Now, a fruit tree bears the fruit when? At the end. So the tree has to grow, and that's what's happening. The tree is growing, and the last thing that's going to come out is the fruit. And we're not far away from that, you know. So
exciting.
We just got to exercise a bit of patience there. Good things are coming. Success leaves clues, isn't it? Success leaves clues. We look at the US, we look at the globe, 75 countries, you know, the numbers that we're doing, a $600 million company, as Tammy said, a year projected to $3 billion in the next 3 to 5 years. Where's that volume going to come from? Where's the most of it going to come from? It's going to come from Africa. It's going to come from Africa.
Well, Nick, I want us to invite Jared on. And if you can spotlight Tam and me and Jared and Mala and Nick, there we go. Jared, welcome to today's Zoom. And I want to start off by saying something to you, Jared. When we do bold things, right, it's never easy. And it seems like the guys on the front always gets the brunt of things. But I want to say thank you to you today, Jared. I want to thank you. I want to thank Craig Dubrain. I want to thank Blessing and the rest, Charlie, and everybody working behind the scenes that we don't even know of. Because truly, you guys are going the extra mile. And the thing that I think people have to understand is that what you guys are doing is private. It's not public. Nobody can see it. But I want you to know that from the field side, you know what? I have respect for what you guys are doing. I'm so grateful it's not me. But I have respect for what you guys are doing. And we thank you for, I know Craig's heart for Africa and the field. He shared that with me. And I want to thank you guys for putting all of this stuff in place so that we do it once and we do it the right way. So patience is a virtue. We'll be patient, but thank you for protecting us and doing things the way you are doing. So Jared, I want to thank you. And
let me return that right away, Erica. I need to thank you guys because you guys are the real MVPs that are out there on the field doing all the work. You guys are doing a fantastic job. And yes, what we are doing in the background is private. It's been incredibly hard to keep everything on the hush while it all goes on in the background. I've got you guys reaching out to me on a daily basis with all kinds of questions, all kinds of questions.
It's cool.
Yeah. My phone hasn't stopped since Thursday. And I just want to thank all of you guys. Really, we are really all doing this all for you. And there's not long to go. We're nearly at the finish line. We can't wait to open the doors as much as you can't wait. I know it's been a long haul for you guys. You're pushing and pushing and pushing, and you can't wait for the reward and for some recognition. And I just want to tell you, it's not going unnoticed. And I want to encourage you to keep pushing. This pre-launch advantage that you have right now is where you're really going to make a huge difference. So build up as much momentum as you can in the interim. Rest assured, the products that are coming are phenomenal. I know there was a bit of if and what and who about Hero, and some people saw some old videos. And I just want to tell you, we got something so much better coming for you guys. The quality is just through the roof. It is super exciting, and we can't wait to share it with you all. And yeah, exciting times.
Jared, you mentioned something that I want to highlight for every new person on the Zoom. Craig said it to us many times. If corporate has not announced something, then you need to think twice about it, right?
Yeah.
So, and guys, I want to encourage you, if you're a new brand partner with NewAge, watch Jared, watch Craig. We are all brand partners on the Zoom. Nobody's got anything figured out, but I want to encourage you, dance with corporate, stay in step with corporate, watch social media, what Jared and them puts out there, post it, share it, but don't go off on a rabbit's trail, right? And I just think, Jared, unity with you guys are so important at this moment. Am I right? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think just on that point, Erica, what I would like to stress, I know a lot of people might be new in this circle of friends and business, and there's, when you join a platform like this, there's a lot of groups that get shared, and be on this group and be on that group, opportunity and training and all of that. I just want to remind you guys, there is a corporate entity as well. Yeah, so I want to encourage you to, as Erica said, follow our word, follow our social channels. If there's a message that we need to get across, we're going to get it across via those channels. And we're actually choosing those channels as a primary because that's what a company that focuses on omni-channel route to market does. We bring in this word, we bring in our message via our platform. So yes, the new people, get on all of your leaders groups and everything, but also stay close to the fire, as a few of our leaders like to say. Stay close to the fire, listen to what's coming out from corporate. We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up, so keep your eyes locked on those channels. Things are going to start ramping up now. Thursday was just the start. Things are really going to start ramping up, this Fluid campaign, and if you haven't heard about it, speak to the people that invited you to this call or to the platform and find out about it. It's just really a load of cool initiatives that we're adding onto the mix to keep you guys entertained and keep you busy for these next few weeks. As I said before, it's not long to go, so we just want to keep that fire burning, keep the excitement going and the momentum. Yeah,
Jared, I have one question and then I'm handing it over to Nick, and we need to get a move on. We have
absolutely
guests on this, but I want to ask you something. What are you, from your perspective, you have a perspective that we don't have, what are you most excited about? Like, or in all of this, what keeps you up at night? What, when you wake up in the morning,
sure.
what are you thinking?
I really just can't wait for all the transformations. I know the quality in the product that's been developed, a lot of work has gone into it. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic product. The ingredients and everything and the whole mix are just incredible, really high level stuff. And I can't wait to start seeing some of the transformations from a lot of you guys when you start trying these products and seeing how great they are for yourselves. And just as you start building that belief, I just can't wait to see things ramp up once those transformations are coming out. You guys have put a lot of trust into us without any transformations or anything to go back and look at that can give you clues. And once those come out, I think then we're going to see fireworks.
Well, I think the fireworks are going to start. It's going to be 4th of July here in the USA, and I think fireworks as
I like that date.
Right? So I'm gonna hand over to Tam. Do you have any closing comments to Jared, and then let's get a move on with all the brand partners? And Nikki, jy spring in hierso.
I love it. Thank you again. And I just want to say to Jared, thank you so much for your leadership. We are on fire. This team is on fire. And when you have to answer 700,000 questions,
it's fun, Tammy.
It's a full-time deal, So, but we are worth the investment. These people are worth every ounce of investment, every ounce of trust, every ounce of the best, and they will deliver. And I've worked with great teams all over the world. I've never worked with a team like Africa. Actually, they are a tribe. And I have learned that tribe means everything. So we are so thrilled that you are a part of our tribe. And we thank you for serving us. We thank you. We await the next couple of weeks with great things that are happening. The launch of the website is going to be for US is the 3rd, I believe, of July, the 3rd of July. The 4th of July is a big holiday here, but
fireworks are coming.
That's what I was going to say. So stand by because fireworks are coming. Yeah. So anyway, thank you. Back to you, Erica.
Absolute pleasure, Tammy. Thank you so much.
Okay, Nick, I think we need to give them room for Arnold. Do you have a closing comment?
So let me just say before we call on our next leader speaker, you know, I've been in network marketing for 6 years. I'm a football coach, and I've never, ever been this excited to be part of a launch ever in my 6 years. You know, especially with what we've seen. You know, we've all been in this for 1 year now. In South Africa, busy with the pre-launch and hearing all the stories and looking at what the US and Australia and Europe is doing. And some of us have even tried the product, you know, the product, not the product that's coming here, but the product that the company has got, the standard of the product, the conditions that the company has for actually releasing the product out into the marketplace. And that we all know is going to be top quality. On Thursday, Deanna stressed it. She said it. The approval stamp has been put on there. Everything is A for away on that side. We are in a brilliant position, and if I can give anybody, you guys, advice. Load your teams, lock the spots, bring the people in. You are going to bless so many people, and that's the recipe for success here. The more, the merrier. Bring the people in, and don't worry about the product. Jared has got it covered. So we need to go out there these last couple of weeks, and we need to go as if the vehicle's brakes have failed. No ABS, traction control, no brakes, no nothing. We just got to keep going. So Tam, it's not Tam, Rico. Who's next?
Okay, so Jared, thanks. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining us. So one of the
Thank you so much for your time, guys.
Okay.
Thanks, Jared. Thank you so much.
One of the things that that Cameron mentioned on Thursday's Zoom was the integration of compensation plans, and that Africa will have a unique compensation plan tailored for Africa. And I'm so grateful for that, and we can get a bit into that. But before we do that, I want to introduce a couple to you that sets a beautiful example of how this business can transcend geographical borders. I want to invite Joni and Rian van Staden onto the call, and if we can spotlight them, and that would be absolutely wonderful. And I want to introduce this couple to you. They are amazing people. They are leaders. Do we have them on, Ant? Joni and Rian van Straten? Can somebody?
Yes, we are here.
There they are, all the way from Russia with love, right? But you guys, I want to introduce you to these guys. They lived in Central South Africa, Bloemfontein. Rian is passionate about rugby. You don't mess with this guy. He's as big as Hulk. Like, I just want to say, but Joni is an amazing woman with an amazing story. And she started this business a few months ago back in Bloemfontein, South Africa. Life happened. Amazing opportunities came their way. Now, where are you guys at? Tell us. Where do you live?
It's such a long story. I don't know where to begin. First, I must just say we have a very unstable internet connection. So if we break up, please excuse us.
Okay.
The Russians are on top of it. You start.
So we're in Russia. We are in Kazan. I'm a professional rugby coach, so my family travels wherever I travel. And you wouldn't believe that the professional rugby team that I am coaching, the 45 players that we have is full-time only on RX supplements on the Nutrify range.
Yes.
You know,
it's been an amazing journey. Oh, we can't hear you. Hold on.
You're fine, Joni. Go for it.
It's been an amazing journey to get here. Sorry, Erica, you just broke up. But we have had to overcome a lot of obstacles. Obviously, moving a family from one continent to a different continent is quite the thing. But having this business has actually kept us so grounded to where we've started, and we've been able to see the progress. It's not been linear at all. Progress is not something that should be straight. It's going to be bumpy. It's going to have its ups. It's going to have its downs. And you shouldn't look at the direct picture. You should have a look at the big picture. And that's where we're at this point in time. We get so involved in, the little things that don't work out on a daily basis that we forget to look at the bigger picture. And we've been lucky in this last week. We've had some breakthroughs and some great things happen business-wise. The team is doing so well on the products. We've really been able to keep track of the progress with that so that we can use it for marketing, because we have phenomenal products. Yeah. Our product line is just mind-blowingly effective.
Yep, it is. And so, Joni, I want to, may I speak on your behalf for you and Rion and say, if you are in Africa, but you know people in America, in Europe, wherever, you can actually do business globally. And I do not know of anybody who has researched the product brands available for America, Europe, and the other countries the way Rion has. Rion has researched it, he has tried it, tested it, and Rion, will you be willing, if people have customers or brand partners in other parts of the world, can they contact you to ask about the RX products and maybe get your opinion? Because I know how passionate you are about the products.
Yes, absolutely. I'm OCD as well, because in the professional world we have to be very, very serious about the products we take in. So when I changed to RX, I first changed myself and did it for 12 months, and only then I introduced it into the professional teams and stuff. So I had to do a lot of research. I know I have Barbara Cox, product officer of Europe on Speedo. We speak maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I know Diana Latson is maybe tired of me because I speak to her a lot as well. But I just want to make sure that whatever we push into the world, it's safe to use in the professional sports world. But it's very interesting. Every country, every market obviously has its own products. In Russia, we're quite limited. We don't have everything that everybody has, but we make it work. Like Johnny said, progress looks like this. So our first auto delivery, our first person that joined us here in Russia or from Russia, the auto delivery took us 4 weeks just to get the products here, which was crazy. And then we had to go and do a lot of research and find out everything because there's a massive language barrier here. And the next auto delivery took 1 day. So we've sorted out a lot of stuff, and it just comes down to, just because something is difficult in life, don't miss out on it. Just because it's hard work doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. So interesting. I'm obviously available. Want to share, want to help people. I think we have a brand of products that's going to be #1 in the world. I don't know if it's going to be end of this year or end of next year, but I promise you when the sports world start realizing it, because that's what's happening over here. Athletes are joining, and we're seeing the results. So within a year or 2, this is going to be the #1 sports products as well.
Well, we are excited with you guys. Thank you for jumping on, you guys. And Rian, you've been in our thoughts and in our prayers with the loss that you guys suffered as well with your dad that passed to heaven. But we love you guys, and we are shouting for you, rooting for you, cheering you on, and thank you for being a part of our team. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day.
Oh, thank you so much, guys.
Awesome, thank you. We appreciate it. Just in short, our 2021 season starts in a month, and then the team will run out. It'll be all over Russian Premier TV. I don't know if you get it there, but in Arix gear, because Arix is now our main sponsor. So the Arix logo will be on our jerseys, on the hats, on the flyers, on the bottles. We all Arix here.
Well, and the NewAge, of course.
Yeah.
But because we're using the Nutrify range, we've Arix is going to be on there. So we'll be posting some exciting content on social media. So keep your eyes out for that. Thanks so much, guys. We love you. We miss South Africa so much.
Bye, you guys. And if we can spotlight Nick with me, that would be wonderful. And Nick, I'm going to ask you to introduce the next person.
Thanks, Erica. Before I introduce the next person, I just want to carry on with what Rian finished there with. We mustn't forget that we're a global company, so Heroes coming to South Africa. It's in South Africa, actually, should I say. Heroes in South Africa, that's the brand that we've got here, one of them. But we have the international brand. So a lot of us here know people in America, in Europe, in Australia, so we mustn't forget what is out there. And that is the advantage of the business that we're in. We have a global business. We have a global business that is there giving everybody the opportunity. We can bless a lot of people from everywhere and earn at the same time, guys. Don't forget that, So I'm going to call on George Joubert, a longtime friend of mine. And if you can spotlight George, I'm going to call on George. George is a very wise, very experienced gentleman. When I sat with George before he joined the company, we discussed a number of things. Hi, George. And George told me that he's got network marketing experience, and he started telling me, but that's George. And ever since he's joined, he's been very wise with his comments. He's always advised me in the background. George is a mentor to me. I speak to him a lot. And I want George to tell us his story, because he's got a story and what he sees in the future of NewAge for South Africa. George, take the floor.
Thank you very much, Nick. And I had to start off by saying to Erica, fantastic play for waving the South African flag. I know you're a Bloemfontein girl. I was brought up in Grey College in Bloemfontein, so I played rugby there, and I know Nick was as well. But what I wanted to say is I'm not excited. I am elated. I am ecstatic, because I've been in network marketing for probably 25 years. I have made some money, but not the kind of money and the kind of planning that I believe is going to be coming out of the NewAge vision. I am very, very happy, obviously, to be able to have this opportunity of telling you people how I feel. If you look behind me, I've been using these products. I have lost 10 kilograms at my age in just over a month and a half. So my daughter, Carmen, who I know is on, will also be giving a chat. But when I say I'm not excited, I really am elated because I understand how different NewAge's management and their vision has been for the country as a whole. That is the message we've got to get out to people. And what I would like to recommend, and I know I'm being very, very forward here, is please look at your market segmentation. I was a public company director, so I understand about the secrecy and worrying about what your shareholders are going to say, but you can tell about your products, you can tell about your pricing, and no one will actually pick you out on that one. But I feel that you know, what is coming for this country is unbelievable. Nick will tell you, I've got a Section 18A company which feeds the poor, and we go out there because there are a lot of people that are in desperate need in this country. I did email you. I'm very disappointed being a technologist and started 4 IT companies, that QuickClick is not coming to South Africa first. So, because we have a fantastic infrastructure here in this country, people don't realize how far ahead in IT infrastructure, banking, IT information systems, and so on. I introduced management information system to this country before SAP even came here. So that dates me quite a lot. So anyway, I'm not going to hog the line. Nick's been an absolute fantastic leader. He is doing a fantastic job. We have to get this message through to all our teamwork and get them to support us. Because I know the Nigerian, I've worked in Africa, I've worked in Namibia, I've worked in Ghana, Accra, I've worked in Zimbabwe, as it was when it was Rhodesia. Yeah. So I understand the African mentality very, very well.
George, thank you so much for your wisdom again. You never fail. You know, I always learn something from you, George. But and I'm very, very glad you're excited, because that just makes me even more excited, because you
elated. I'm elated.
Elated. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you, George.
On George. Have a good day.
Thank you, George.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We spoke
Thank
about
you.
We've spoken so much about social selling, and once again, this Zoom has mainly been put together for people who just joined the organization and people who are new. So, and I want to spotlight Yolandi Coopers, please. And I want to tell you a little bit about this woman. She's blonde and beautiful, right? She's very talented. She is one of the leaders in South Africa at the moment. But she's also got a lot of experience on branding and social media. Kyk net hoe mooi sy. Good morning, Yola. Thank you for joining us. And Yolandi, I've learned so much from you regarding social media and branding. But for a new person who just joined, how important is it for them, given you know the vision of social selling? Talk to us about that. Let's say I just joined. I don't really know anything, but I know I want to start my business on social media. Take me from there.
Hello, Erika. Hello, Nick. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Erika, what a great question you've got. And that is so relevant to network marketing as a whole as well. I just want to elaborate from my side that regardless about branding, personal branding, your company branding, or starting with a network marketing company, you do not have to be a queen or a king in what you are doing. You don't have to. Okay, this is very important because we all stress so much about the fact that I don't know a lot of people, or I don't know if I can connect with people. I'm not really confident when I speak to people. The same as when you put your brand forward. You don't have to be the best of the best. You just have to start somewhere. And even though if I look at myself as Yolandi with my personal brand or with my business brand, and Andre will be able to tell you because she's been part of it for so many years. But when I started with my own brand as a company, it was completely different than what it is from today. And Corlia posted a picture on social media today, and she goes, Yolandi, what do you think of Lindy and I's first Zoom link? And I go, it was brilliant, because it's brilliant to what you know. And that's the same. That's the same as our business, Erika, that you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be the best in your field. You just have to start. You just have to believe in yourself, and you have to set Andre speaks about it a lot. You have to set your dream board out there put it on a A1 poster, and just dream for what you want going forward. And you don't have to be the best in your field, you just have to be there.
Well, Yolandi, I want to ask you something. If people want to start putting up social media, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever the vehicle of their choice, are you okay with people following you, checking out what you're doing, getting some creative ideas from you, and maybe calling on you to say, hey, help me build a brand here? Are you okay with that?
Erika, I'm 100% okay with that. Maybe they should look at the people I'm doing social media for, because my social media at the moment sucks. So they always say in South Africa, they go, mechanics car's always broken. So at this moment, that's exactly where I am. You're more than welcome to follow me. I'll be humbled if you need my assistance to help you with whatever. I always try to encourage you to bring the design out by yourself. You're more than welcome to, but like I said, don't look at my social media. Maybe look at people's social media. I do, because it sucks.
Yolandi, can I ask you a question? If
Yes.
you have one tip for those that aren't professionals in social media, what would that tip be? Where should they focus on? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, TikTok, whatever the others are. Where should they focus on?
Okay, so my tip would be is, first of all, you have to ask yourself, how old am I? Okay, not how old I want to be, how old am I? So if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, God knows you might be 100. It's okay. But you need to establish where your crowd hangs out. So you need to make sure that, okay, I'm 38, so I'm now almost bordering the 40 club. So I need to understand that, yes, at this very moment, we Instagram, but majority is Facebook. So that's my age group. Yes, we are using a lot of different social media platforms at the moment, like TikTok. Look, we all try it, we do it because you need to put yourself out there. But for me personally, TikTok is not the way I'm gonna get my clientele from. I speak to people on a younger basis, so I speak 35 below on Instagram, and I speak 30 up on Facebook. That's me. So that's how I know how I reach my people. And you, in the beginning, I would say the content that you put on Instagram, pull it through to your Facebook page, because it's easier. But you need to establish sometime that the people that you speak to on both platforms are a different age group, and you have to catch them on a different way.
Well, Yola, thank you for sharing that with us, you guys.
Only a pleasure.
Follow Yolandi Coopers. Watch this girl. See, this woman is going places, and she's a hard
Love you guys.
Yolandi, jy het hom. I believe with you to the top. To the top, Yolandi Coopers. I want to, Nick, I have a few people, and we need to get
Go. Fine.
But I want to bring up two people. I love them very much. Mel and I know them very well. They are dynamic leaders, sharp as can be. I will say, I think this guy is maybe one of the best trainers that I've met in my entire life, and I have a background in corporate training. And I want you to highlight Lindy and Fruan Landman. They are amazing people to work with. They've been involved in the NewAge journey almost from day one. Lindy, Fruan, welcome, and thank you for joining us on today's call.
Thank you so much for having us, Erika and Nick.
So you guys talk to us.
Wonderful word.
We love you guys, and in it together till the end, right?
Fruan was actually the first guy I spoke to when our company merged. Hey, Fruan, you were the first guy I spoke to.
Yes.
A year ago.
a year ago. And you know what, Nick? I remember exactly where I was that day.
Oh, you do, eh? Where were you?
I do.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we were at a family member.
And I called him.
I want to ask you guys a question though, because we have had the pain of pioneering, right? We have had the ups, we've had the downs, we've had customs, we've had it all. We had an amazing call on Thursday. We didn't get all the information, but we did get a few things that is really important. One of them being an extra way to get paid. Now, for those of you who don't know, both Fruan and Lindy are financial planners. We call Fruan Financial Fruan. I think he's going to start a TV show weekly called Financial Fruan or Finances with Fruan. But talk to us about...
I like that name.
I like that too. Talk to us about what your thoughts were, Fruan and Lindy, concerning what they said about a comp plan geared for South African pockets and the extra way to earn.
Yes, I wish we had a little bit of information or a little bit more information. But it sounds like it's going to be incredible. The power of 9 is going to be a vehicle of financial success and freedom to millions in Africa. And I think it's going to change lives. And if you listen closely to what everyone was saying on the call on Thursday, everything that they mentioned about the new compensation plan that has been made specifically for Africa is about putting cash in people's pockets first, almost, quickly, quick cash. And I think that we will see tremendous strides that will come as soon as, everything is launched and available. So a cool thing about NewAge is that there are so many different ways that you can earn income. All right. So it used to be 8, and now they've added a 9 one specifically for Africa, and it is called the title bonus. So we have yet to see how exactly this is going to develop and what it is going to mean for us. But it sounds like as you are growing your business and hitting your PIN ranks and new titles, there will be a bonus connected to it to enhance the income that was already good. Oryx already had the best compensation plan, and putting that with NewAge and adding this new level of income or potential income or income stream, that's going to be phenomenal.
Well, you guys, they are putting together, for those of you who missed this Thursday, they are putting together 9 short videos that is easy to share on social media. But I also know that they are designing tools for us in order to, one, understand the 9 different ways, because you want to make sure you know how to make money. Otherwise, you're going to leave cash on the table. So they're designing these 9 videos for us that will be shortened, but they will also be comprehensive training on the 9 different ways to earn. And once again, as Fruan said, this is for Africa only, which is really, I heard it on Thursday and I thought, man, I'm missing out because I live in the US, right? But that is really amazing. And Lindy, with you, you've been working very hard as well. And, where are you at and what are you busy with? I saw some photos today on my phone and it's been a busy day for you.
Wow, we had such an amazing day. We had a prospecting meeting that started at about, was it? 11 o'clock. We had 35 people there. It was phenomenal. It was absolutely amazing. So we started with a prospecting call, and later we had a training where we trained everyone. We showed them how to do it, how to sign up. And I think we got home at about 3:45 this afternoon. So we had, but it was absolutely amazing. It was fantastic. And this is what we're going to do. I told Fruan, as soon as we got home, I told him, I'm doing this again next week. Can't wait. We're doing it again. It's absolutely
You know, the age-old saying, if I can interrupt you there, Lindy, the age-old saying is, the question people ask is, how much money can I make out of this? And the answer is very simple. How much time do you want to put into it? You know, the more time you put into it, the more you're going to get. You know, so Fruan, your advice. If we enroll a lot of people with regards to that 9th thing in the compensation plan, the title advancement, that's going to benefit. That's going to benefit if you bring in a lot of people. And that's why now, am I right, Fruan, correct? That's why now it's so important to build your team to the max before we launch.
Definitely. Before I go on to that, I just want to say how awesome Lindy and Henri was today. You know, they had laptops there and they assisted people to open bank accounts, email accounts, and to enroll them. All right. Nice. These ladies worked really hard. It was amazing. Just Nick, I agree 100%. Where we are now, where we can sign people up with free bosses, it provides a stunning foundation, because we all have been in this company for a while now, but for the newcomers, they still have to establish that trust, to get paid and to see that this is something that works and it works well, and enrolling people on the bosses at the moment so that we can have this platform to launch off of. If we can get that, and we start hitting these pin ranks and people start getting that additional bonus, that's going to make a big difference. And it's something that's always been nice about NewAge is that little bit of motivation saying congratulations, you've hit a new rank, and we always gave a lot of praise for it. And I think NewAge knows, that it's such an important milestone, and to stand at the back and say, okay, let's monetize this, let's make it even better, to get people to join your organization, to sell more products, to do everything that we've been doing. I think
you're basically giving somebody a business for nothing.
Exactly.
You mentioned the boss. The boss is the back office. The boss is the system that drives your business at the back. So normally there's a little joining fee, which is not a lot, but right now there's no joining fee. So to get in at no risk is a no-brainer.
I just want to say, Nick, for the people who don't know, back in the USA, I think you paid $25 for the boss.
Dollars.
Yeah,
$25
for the boss. So you're getting that for free in Africa at the moment. But you guys, I need to move on, but I want to thank Lindy and Fruan. They've been very consistent leaders. You guys, it's never easy to pioneer. I don't think we knew exactly how difficult it was going to be. But you know what? The beauty of it is we do it together. And that's the gold right there. But Fruan, Lindy, beautiful thing to wait for you guys.
Is Carmen Fieldgate on the call?
Thank you.
Thanks, Erika. Thanks, Nick.
Guys, thank you, Carmen. And if you can pin
yes,
Carmen on.
Hi, Nick. Hi, everybody.
Let's just get you on, yeah.
Okay, hi. So I was very excited for Thursday night. I couldn't wait to see what was going on and to hear all the products. And I got a huge amount of my people on. And we were disappointed because we didn't get the meat and potatoes. We didn't get what the products were, what the pricing is. And I must say the day afterwards, I felt a little bit sort of let down and kind of, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And then one of my team members put in 5 people. And I was like, this business works. This is fun. So that's basically my story. I don't have much else to say.
Thank you for sharing that, Carmen. And we should never run away from the up and down emotions that we have in doing business or life, right? And the questions, and I say even distrust, right? So we don't run away from all of that. We acknowledge it and we try to find answers. But I want to thank you for sharing that and being transparent about it. And I can tell you guys that this has been one of the most difficult things that I have done in my own journey. Opening up and working this business, I have felt scared. I have felt exhausted. People with, you know, you kind of catch everything that everybody throws, right? And sometimes it's tough. I'll not lie, you know, and I don't know it all. I'm a brand partner like you guys. I don't have all the answers. But in the last year, Carmen, and I want to encourage you with this, and maybe it means somebody to somebody else. It's something that somebody else do. I have had the honor of seeing people like Cameron Bott, and I have seen Ian Chandler, one of the owners. I have seen Deanna Latson. I have been on Zooms with Mark Wilson. I have met personally with Brent Willis in his office in Denver. I have asked my questions. I have cried a lot of tears and had a lot of questions. I can tell you that. But these guys have not once, and I am critical. I look at I say dalk nie baie nie, but I watch and I listen, right? And I have only been impressed by some of the things that they have done for my team and for other people's teams. And then I went on to a Zoom with Craig De Bruin, and Craig shared his story, why he is so passionate about Africa. And he said, Erica, I will not put anything out there if it's not going to stand through generations, and if it's not 100% the truth. And he said, I will rather wait and get it right. So this guy is not pressured by anything. He has a vision and he has an amazing story. And that, Carmen, in all honesty, is what keeps me going, because I know who they are. And I don't know product info any more than you do, Carmen, but I know Deanna Latson. And that, I want to say, is enough for me.
And let me come in here quickly and just, you know, I know Carmen's strategy, and I wanted to share it here. You know, Carmen is focused on a niche. She's focused on a niche. And I think this whole play is coming to fruition now, and it's actually straight where you're going. You know, in our business, we have three ways of earning, right? We have build your team, we have the retail component of the business, and we've got the reseller. Now, the reseller is what people must also focus on. You know, the salon, the doctor, the physio, the professionals there. And, you know, and Carmen, that's your game. That's where you've zoned in quite a lot on those. And just tell us about your vision and what you foresee is going to happen with it. And the products. I know we don't have the products, but we know what the products are going to be in the lines. Just give us a bit of your insight.
So I've got a skincare clinic, and I have got a lot of clients. So what I did is I put a lot of them who were interested in buying the weight loss products. I put a lot of them in as customers. And then I've got a whole lot of medical people who are very, very keen also on the weight loss. And obviously the energy products and detox products and things like that. So I put a whole lot of those in. And then I've got some amazing people who obviously saw the business opportunity and decided they were going to grow businesses. And some of them have got up to 20 people in their business. So that was my strategy. And they're all just excited and raring to go.
Yeah, brilliant. Excellent. And, you know, based on what Deanna said on Thursday night with the product and the weight loss and the energy and the immune products, you know, we're in the right direction there, guys. You know, and the pandemic is falling, well, you know what, not to be arrogant now, but it's falling on our laps at the right time, because people want to boost their immune systems. People want to lose weight. People want they want more energy. They want to look better, feel better, look younger, all that. So, Carmen, thank you so much for your your input there. Nice to have you again on the Zoom. Great to have you as always.
All the success in the world for you, Carmen, and your
Absolutely.
team. And
Absolutely.
I trust you won't be disappointed, but that you will only see fruit on your tree as we go on and as we journey together. So good luck to you and blessings upon blessings. Nick, we're almost done. We're almost finished, but I want to have the honor of introducing a dynamic couple to you. And if we can spotlight Heidrey and Bernard Standard. Now, these guys, I want to tell you about this couple. They are dynamite. Heidrey and Bernard are business owners in Cape Town. They have a beautiful house in Melkbosstrand. They have amazing kids and they work extremely hard. And one of the reasons why they started with NewAge was because they were working so hard and not enjoying residual income, right? But you guys, well done. I just want to say congratulations and jubilations for you guys. I know you're working till 2 a.m. in the mornings, and I know it because sometimes Heidrey and I text, but you guys are putting in all the effort, and congratulations. I celebrate your success with you. You're amazing leaders, and Botswana is blessed to have the two of you as leaders there at the moment. So talk to us about Botswana. Talk to us about your leaders in Cape Town and what you foresee for the future for your team.
Thank you, Erica, and thank you for having us on the Zoom. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks, Nick and Erica. We really do appreciate it. For us. It's an honor to be with you guys on this platform. Yes, we enjoy it. We're also ecstatic about this business. We can't stop talking about it. We can't wait for the big launch. I think, Carmen, we share your feel of the Zoom the other night. We were also a little bit disappointed. We want a little bit more, but we can't always have everything that we want. No, we're super blessed. We enjoyed so much this business. We in Botswana, we had a Zoom, and I remember it so well. Melton was still doing the presentation for us, and I've sent an Instagram post out to people in Botswana, and there was about 10 guys that came back to me, and 2 of the guys from the 10 signed up. And Heidrey, where are they today?
Oh my goodness, guys! It's. I think it's something that comes on your path, and you don't really believe it until you are in it. And it was one of those where it was just these 2 normal guys, and we started working with them. We started training them just what the company was about. But I think what makes the difference, and what's going to make the difference with all the people that's on the Zoom, is whether you are hungry. And you know what, we often talk about that, that you need to be hungry, you need to be coachable. And I promise you guys, these 2 guys had those qualities. They were hungry for a better life, and they were hungry for better things to come for the country and for their people. And when you work with people like that, you want to put in more. You want to put in more into them because you can see what they can do, the potential. These guys had this amazing potential. They live in a country where they're really struggling, where their people are struggling. And with all of that, they had this potential to really rise above that. And so me and Bernard started working with them really quite a lot every single day. They asked the right questions and we could give the answers. And if not, obviously we've got a great upline and leadership that we could get the answers from. But these 2 guys are just out there and they are working hard. They are recruiting. Botswana's on fire. Me and Bernard sits entire days just enrolling people because obviously for them it's a challenge. They don't always have data. They struggle with Wi-Fi. And for us, we try and make it easier for them. We try to help them. And I think that's what Bernard was saying about a little bit of disappointment. We were saying to these guys, listen, it's happening now. We're going to hear you. These guys went and they bought data, to just listen to the Zoom because, they want to know what's the products coming to them. And so for them, they see more the products, they want to go sell the products. And we trying to tell them it's not just about the products, but it's about building your businesses. For them, that is huge. They are used to doing things just by themselves and for themselves. And so, trying to teach them that this is now teamwork, you are in a team and we're all doing this together and we're all going to benefit together. So me and Bernard's actually getting more out of this, I think, than what they are getting. We are learning so much more from these people. And I want to share one thing with you guys. And I really honestly think that everybody can take this. This is one thing we learned from them. Oliver, who's the very first guy that we signed in Botswana, he said to us, yeah, but, do we know why people are poor? And I was like, they probably didn't work or something like that. And he said, and he came back and he said, no, Adri, you know what? Because they passed over opportunities repeatedly. And I mean, for me, that was huge. I mean, I love that saying, and I just take it everywhere with me, because I think, that is so true. That is so true. There's so many opportunities that comes to us, but, we keep on just passing it over. We pass it over and then we blame everybody else because we're still poor, right?
There's that story when somebody asks you for a fish. Don't give him a fish. Go and buy him a rod. Teach him how to catch fish. These guys took the rod, they took the boat, they took the bait, and they're going for marlin, they're going for big fish, not the small ones. So they're running with it, and we are ecstatic about it.
So they're wonderful people, I have to say. And I mean, in Cape Town, we also have really a good team that's also hungry, and they're learning, what Lindy and Andre did today, we did a couple of weeks ago as well. And it's so rewarding. I get what Lindy is saying. You just want to actually do it again and again, because it's you're getting so much back. It's like almost you get more back than what you're giving to them. And I think that for us, it's really, for us, we are so blessed and humbled and grateful to be able to work with Botswana and the guys here in Cape Town. And obviously it's a pleasure dealing with all of you guys, the leadership. Nick, we get to talk to him often, and Erica and everybody up there. It's we love the journey. We love the journey.
Well, you know what? Botswana and Cape Town is great because of the leadership that they have. And if you have started your business with NewAge, I want to share this with you. I have seen it. I've not been in this business long. I've been in it for about 13, 14 months. But you guys, I have seen this play out, not only close to me, but in other circles. The way you think and act as a leader for your team, it's how your team will think and act. That is just how it is. So if your team is not producing, or if your team is not hungry, as Adri said, I want to ask you, are you hungry? Are you working? Are you producing? Are you believing to the top, as Tammy says, right? And so you guys, I just want to thank you for being who you are and for loving the people so well, training them. Your team is one of the best trained teams that I've seen work, and it really is thank you to you. So huge congratulations to Bernard and Adri Stander. Amazing things will come out of this couple and out of this team.
Thank you.
Be blessed, you guys. Nick, I'm gonna invite one more person, and then I'm handing it back to you, and then it's gonna be a wrap. I want to invite two ladies on, and I'm gonna invite them on at the same time, and Corlia and Andre Powell. Can we spotlight them with me and Nick? And please, Corlia and Andre Powell, Corlia Hector and Andre Powell. And these two women live in Central South Africa, in Bloemfontein. You will not believe me, but we were in the same circle of friends, and yet we never met while I lived there. And can we spotlight Corlia and Andre with me and Nick, please? But I want both of them to please unmute, and I want to ask them, you guys, we've journeyed together for a long time. A lot is happening in Africa. We have a lot of momentum. I don't know which one of you would like to answer this first, but what do you think is going to happen in the next few weeks? We have a few weeks to go to launch. What do you think is going to happen?
Corlia, you can go. Well, Erika, I think it's gonna be very crazy and hectic, and like Nick said, there will be no breaks. It's gonna be unstoppable, and that is the way that must be now. You must be unstoppable now.
Well, you were spoiled because you had a phone call from Mark Wilson this week. So that also, what did that mean to you?
Everything. Yeah, that was his one amazing man, and yeah, it's like you said earlier, all the leaders of the company, the owners of the company, actually, they are all amazing people. Erika, you know my story in the beginning with one of the leaders. That will be part of my testimony when the time is right.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have truly a heart for the people, and they will do everything. And all that Mark only want to say is that, please, my door is open. Is there something that your people need? Let me know, and let me see what I can do. So that is all he wants to say. Yeah, I am in a position. I'm blessed. It's favor from God. I'm telling you, my journey with RX at that time started exactly 1 hour after I prayed with tears in my eyes in the hospital. And 1 hour exactly after my prayer end, this was on my Facebook. Erika actually said at that moment she wasn't really, wat noem mens dit, verkondig dit. Announced, dankie. So, yeah, that is really a favor of God. The people in my team, the leaders.
Yeah, you're blessed with the best, Claudia, right?
Yeah, there's no words. And I just want to say about the leaders of my team. They have all the mentality that they don't force people to follow. They all invite them on a journey. That is their mentality, all of them. So, and that is what make the whole organization so successful.
Well, and you know what, Claudia, that's your heart too. That's your heart too, and that's why you're rocking it. So a huge congrats to you. And Claudia, I want to invite another woman on here that's also a part of your team, Yarine van der Westhuizen. And can we spotlight Yarine with us? Yarine is in Namibia. She's an amazing woman, beautiful person inside and out. If we can bring her on, and that would be wonderful. But Andre, I'm going to ask the same question to you. What's going to happen in the next, let's say, 4 or 5 weeks?
Hi guys, hi everyone. Thanks Nick, thanks Erika. It's amazing to be on here. Greetings from my husband Jimmy. You all know him as well. He is in the hunting field, and the jachtseisoen is oop, guys. So he's with our son there. So his apologies and his love all the way from there. Yeah, Erika, I think I've just realized again today. You know, we stand and look at this building that's being built from the outside, and we see so many things happen. You know, you see another room getting added, and you see another room getting added, and another story getting added to this building. But we forget that if you have ever been through a building site, is the building outside is actually the fast way. When you have to start going inside with all the interior, all the small stuff that needs to be, you know, all the plumbing that needs to be done, all the electricity stuff, and that's what's taking long. And we want to move in now. We want to move into this house. We are standing outside. Our bags are packed. We want to get in there, but unfortunately, the interior is not 100% ready for us. And when we move in, we want to move in, pack out our clothes, and live. And at this stage, it's not ready. And I think that's what's difficult for everyone. We just see this stuff happening in front, and it's nicely painted, but there's a few stuff that still needs to happen. So my encouragement for everyone on this call today is, guys, You need to go back to your teams and make sure that your duplication is 100% right and ready, and that every single team member in your whole organization are ready to duplicate, that they know what's waiting, that they know the products, that they know how to talk to another prospect, that they know how to enroll. That's something that we realized today. Some of our prospects and people in our organizations don't have emails. Guys, that is the reality of Africa that we are doing. They don't have email addresses, and you need to create an email address for them. You need to show them the way. And if it's great for your organization to be built and for your people to be out there, but to make a success out of this, when the boots are going to hit the ground, your people need to be ready to activate the next person that they enroll. And I think that's the hard work that's going to come now. If you can do that, this is following next week's, I promise you, when we have that products in our hands, it's going to be the easiest thing that you're going to do and start getting your products out there. Then you don't want to worry about building your team and get them ready. So use these next few weeks to really go back to your team members, show them how to build, show them how to do the basic stuff. And, we just need to help. So I'm very, very excited for the next few weeks to come.
Well, I love that analogy, Andre, because our bags are packed. We're ready to move in, right? But guys, make sure you're prepared. And Andre, do you remember Craig de Bruin said, well, a few people have said it, that you would have wished the pre-launch was longer. And
yes, I remember
that. And I was like,
what? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Or do you know what we're going through?
Yeah.
I said that. I thought, man, I think there's truth to that, because Mel and I have built a house before and we moved in without one of the rooms being finished. It was a nightmare.
Yes.
It was a nightmare. And when you said that, I thought, okay, I get it. So thanks for sharing that, Andre. And your team is rocking it. And part of your team is your team in Namibia. And that's where I want to bring in the beautiful Yarin. And she's part of a team with Ringy and Janine couldn't be on today. But Yarin, thank you for joining us. Beautiful Yarin.
Thanks, Erika.
Tell us about Namibia. And in 2 minutes, tell us about what you see in the next few weeks and how do you want your people to prepare?
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for the opportunity. You know what? In Namibia, I must say, I have been blown away. The people are so excited for just an opportunity, just for someone who pays attention, for someone who is available, someone who is willing to train, willing to speak to them. I see the ladies, some of the leaders in my team, they come to my house and they sit and they also don't necessarily know what they need to know already, but it's such a powerful process to empower these people, and how every time when they come back, they are better, more excited, more motivated to keep going. So for me, I think it keeps being a human process. I think these products are going to blow everybody away. I'm so excited about the quality, the fact that we are going to offer people things that they can really honestly go and sell with such an open, wonderful feeling that you're really going to, like we've said this before, pay it forward. You've got this great thing, get it, give it to someone. So I'm excited. I think I felt exactly the same way. I wanted to strangle freaking Craig de Bruin the other night, like, say something more.
Give us everything.
We felt that way.
We want to move in now.
Felt like a deflated balloon the next day. It's like, wow, how are we going to get up here?
And then you realize that, I mean, honestly, there's so much stuff. And I thought about that, if there was an extension of the pre-launch, and really hang on to what you have right now. Focus on what you have right now. It focuses your attention, because there's only this. There isn't a lot of other stuff. So I'm trying to use the stuff that I don't like, which is less information that I ideally wanted, but it's also, it makes us more creative, and it makes us work in ways that also it adds value in a different way. So I think we mustn't lose hope that we need to wait. We're almost there. Come on, we've been waiting for so long. We're so close. Right. Now we can just We could just ride it, and corporate's getting in, and it's getting all vibey and exciting. And I think it's amazing. And the people here are keen. I cannot explain to you how wonderful this is. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
And this is only the beginning. This is not
I
the
know.
end. This
Yes.
is only the thunder. It's not the
Yes.
rain. It's just the
Yes.
thunder, right? So I'm excited for you, and you're such a gracious person. You lead with grace, and you have such an amazing mindset. And I know you're passionate about the mind and how the mind plays out in business. So I look forward to see what your business is going to unfold in the next few months, and no doubt it's going to be extremely successful. So a huge congrats to Korea, Andri, Yarin,
guys.
everybody
Thanks,
that on the call. Nick, I'm handing it back to you. I'm going to mute my lines, and thank you to everybody that has shared so far.
Absolutely. Well done, guys. That's excellent. If I can just ask Anthony to bring in on our last guest here tonight, Elaine Chetty. And I want Elaine to follow on to what Yarin said about the excitement that she's got in Namibia. Elaine has gone one step further, and her horse is already running. She is, and I must just say here, on this call tonight, we have Namibia, Lesotho, Swaziland, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Ghana. We have Africa on this call, and we want to welcome all of you Africans on this call, you know. But that said, Elaine has decided she's not only got a big team building here in South Africa and in Durban, she's already started in Zambia and Zimbabwe. Now, it doesn't mean because we're not launching there that we don't have to do anything. You build countries in positions that you're in. Although we're not there, we prepare, you know. So at the end of the day, Southern Africa is launching in a couple of weeks. We're ready. We're pushing, we're building, we're doing what we're doing. I don't know if Elaine's on here. She might have load shedding, but if she's not on, it doesn't matter. But I'll just talk. If you're on Elaine, talk. Otherwise, I'll just talk on Elaine's story quickly, Erica, and then we can end. So I just want to say that we're in the business of sowing and reaping. We're in the business of sowing and reaping. So you're throwing the seeds, and you're hoping something catches. And not all of them are going to catch. Not all of them, but there's a wind. The wind will take the seeds and blow it, and eventually it'll get stuck somewhere and it'll grow. So that is what we got to do. But one bit of advice, never ever, and Jim Rohn says this, never ever leave the field. Don't get it distracted. Keep your focus, you know the acronym for focus, follow one course until successful. And that's what we got to do. We got to move forward. We got to focus. Elaine is in Zambia. She's building big there. You know, it's for everybody. That is the advantage we're in. You know, we have it on our plate. We must take advantage of it. That's all I have to say for today, for tonight, for this morning, whatever your time zone is, even if you're in Australia, you're watching this. But, you know, I think it was a great call. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Thank you.
And Erica, I'm going to give it over to you to do the close.
Well, Nikki, Elaine isn't on, but Elaine is an amazing leader in her own right. We celebrate her success all over Africa. That's wonderful. You guys, in closing, Yarin said it best. Yarin shared a quote now. Small steps. Wait, let me get it. Where is it? No, I missed it now. Small steps in the right direction will get you there. Don't neglect your small steps. And keep your eyes and your ears open. Keep your eyes and your ears open to what corporate is doing. They are going to create the way for you, and it's already starting. It's just starting, you guys. It hasn't come to fruition. It's just the start. So be excited with us, and I hope today blessed you. I hope you could take some nuggets with you and learning from people in the field as well as corporate side today. So Nick,
and thank you, Erica. Thank you for everything you're doing. You're a great support, South African, in the US. You've got our backs. Just look after us, yeah. That's it.
Oh, I
love everybody. Thank you.
Take care, you guys. Have a wonderful Saturday evening. Love you all. Take care.
Thank you, guys. Keep well. Thanks.
Thank you.
Keep well.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye, Erika.
Lekker slaap allemaal.
Ek gaan nou braai.
Enjoy. Bye, you guys.